looks for me to be live. Uh, oh, okay. Fascinating. Hey everyone, I'm just testing around with live streaming stuff. Okay. Uh, yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay, let's just get into the games right now. I'll be here testing out Sengoku. A quick join. There we are. Oh, looks like we're going against Pulsar. I feel like I want second. I want to get into this deck pretty strong. Not crazy on this opening hand. 2 free's not bad, but okay, I can live with that. Let's take Kobe and Marineford, and we'll toss Marineford, and I'll drop the Kobe. We could take the Sengoku, and I'm pretty happy with that. One turn. Okay, 2 from Yamato. Just gonna take that. We get this shared real quick. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to pudding, but I feel like I also want to put on some pressure. So I'm just gonna swing in with 7 with Kobe, or 5 with Kobe, and 6 with Sengoku. We really need to apply pressure before they can actually start doing stuff. Let me adjust the audio. The audio seems like it's not good. Game music. Okay. Yeah, we'll let that go. This turn, I'm feeling we drop Garp. I'm like not crazy on this, but I also don't feel like I can do better. Because having 10 going into Sakazuki is a lot nicer than having 8. And I'll swing in 7. You know what? With the 2, I could have played a Rosie, but that's my fault. Okay, and turn. I think we'll drop a Rosie as a counter out. Because once Yamato gets going, they're gonna swing very hard like that right there. They'll pull something back. I'm gonna guess Shinobu. Corona's not terrible in this setup. They grabbed Shinobu. Yeah, it's a 2K and it props up for the Momo. No block. We'll drop a pudding here. I don't want to. Gonna take that. I'm gonna lightning. No. All right. Game time. Here come the free admirals. I always do Kuzan first to gain 2 rested, or Zelino next to 1 active. It doesn't necessarily matter, but you want to hit the Sakazuki last. That way you have a fair target. Minus 6k. Lightning KOs a 6k. So I think what we'll do is I'll hit the Yamato of the minus 6k, and I can go in with Garp and Sengoku. He's got the blocker and Ushimaru. But I can live with that. We'll use the Sakazuki effect immediately because there's no reason not to. Lightning wouldn't be terrible right now, but I also want to set up a Rosinante to have a secondary blocker. Or a blocker because I don't want to do the Borsellino and I need to leave 2 up for Lightning. So I think we're just going to go in raw. We'll tack in 5 into the Yamato. I could have done the Kuzan effect to prevent Ushimaru from blocking. But if they really wanted to keep the Yamato, it would take a lot more to survive. Okay, it looks like he's countering out. Yeah, we're going to do that right now. Yeah, there it goes. Then we'll lightning. So we've gotten ourselves in a really nice position defensively. We're just gonna end turn. We're not gonna activate the Borsellino effect right there. Okay. Next turn, we're on 4. Which puts us to 6 next turn. I don't think the Garp would be a terrible option. There's the unblockable Yamato. And a bunch of low ends. Yeah, I don't mind the Garp as a play. Let's just block with Rosie and take the damage from the Yamato here. Okay, 3 admirals is kind of nice. First thing we're going to do is Sakazuki right away. So we are at 7, actually. don't want to KO that Yamato because we don't bother. I think we kind of just have to press into life. Now, if I do a Marineford, I could search out for a counter. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I got Rosie with the block, which can block up the leader Yamato, which gives me a bit more survivability. I like that. In fact, I'd even toss my Borsalino if I don't pull anything good. Yeah, toss Borsalino for that extra counter. Well, do the Rosinante there. Leave me with 2 up, because this is black. They don't have resting Dawn effects. Like green, so I can attach 2. And we'll just swing in at life. Yeah, there goes a block. He's got a 2k. He probably wants to counter out, if I'm guessing. No, he takes it. He thinks he's got game, which I think is very much a possibility for them. And yeah, I have to survive. If I survive, I get to win. But if he survives, or he kills me. We'll do that. 8 unblockable. But we will free admirals. I don't see any reason not to right now. Keep the life nice and healthy. If he attacks wide, I have a better chance of survival than if he attacks in hard. Okay, Momo for 5-drop Yamato. And on 5-drop Yamato, we're gonna do Torso Blocker. We've got decent survivability. 5-drop, I feel like dumping Rosie. I wouldn't mind keeping 3 admirals if possible. Because I could build in boom, boom, boom. And then I have a lot more of a pressure going in. Now doing that with the Shimo and the Yamato. Do I give up the Garp? He doesn't really have any other attacking options this turn besides Momo. I think I want to keep the Garp. We'll toss Sengoku and Tsuru because we're going for a game next turn. I wouldn't mind having another hit. Yeah. So first thing we're gonna do is free admirals. Boom, boom, boom. Drop the Kuzan effect to remove blocker from Ushimaru. Oh, bless me. Sneeze it up. I'm feeling like let's just Marineford. Sakazuki. I was thinking if we managed to pull another free admirals, that would not be a bad move. Oh, bless me. All right. First one's up. We're gonna swing in 7 at Yamato. It needed 2k and a 1k to counter out. Yeah. Then we'll swing in 8 with Garp, which you need 2 2ks. Which is a possibility. Or Ground Death. We're gonna swing in 10 with Borso, which there's no way to get out of that. Now, Ground Death and a 2k will put him into survivability range, but I still have Sakazuki. Oh, he had a block. I forgot about that one. And we won. GG's. That was a tight game. Very tight. No, they definitely had game next turn if I didn't manage to go through. Because they're your mottos. An 8 drop, so ground theft doesn't negate that effect. No, that's pretty good. I'm fairly happy with that match. It's what I'm looking for today is getting the deck into an optimal state to where I know what I want to build going forward. And I'm not there yet. Something like the pudding, I really never used. So I use it, swap it out for something else. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I like that. Let's scroll into the next match. Ooh. We're a late game kind of matchup, so I really don't like this Luffy. The Luffy also likes to go second because you can drop a 2-drop, reset, and then do it again. Having a Garp and a Sakazuki in opening is pretty solid. It's Rosie, and Marineford. I'll keep that. Pentachromatic String, not bad. Drop to Marineford. I want Borsalino more than I want Kuzan. I don't have a nice 1-drop, so we'll just end turn there. Okay. Kind of had to take it there. But we did get the Kuzan, so we're good for searching for now. I feel like I want to drop... I don't really get any benefit from dropping the ramp off of Rosie. So let's just drop Rosie and then drop a second one. Swing in. End turn. Next turn we can Garp. And then Orso, Kuzan, Saka. Yeah. I want to keep a little healthy, so we're just gonna jump up. Gain an rested, gain an active. Then let's attach and go in. Yeah, 7's a good amount. Okay, drops to Ivan. I guess no play off of that. They go for the buggy, which allows for a prisoner. 5. We'll block Suru. The big thing I want to know is like, how do you say, how to keep myself healthy enough? Okay, that's nice. I have another Sakazuki for turn after. So we're just gonna drop boom, 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 and boom. Saka, Borso, Kuzan. Kuzan I do first. Borso 1 and 1. Then I'm feeling like let's just hit the Prisoner of Impel down. He can't block with it safely. He can't swing in with it safely. He got a 6k, so I got a 3 pentachromatic string into actives. I don't feel like I need to Borso effect. Don't need to counter out too heavily. Let's just attach one and see what we do. No, he blocks with the prisoner. Or he gives it blocker. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy. If I leave this up, we're at what? We're at 7 right now. We're at 7. If I do the Dawn -2, I go back to 5, but I can 7 my next turn for Sakazuki and get another play in. I don't mind it. Uh, 5. Knock Phraseon. Oh yeah, we can't rest with Porcelina. Unfortunate that it happens. And he KO'd my blocker. He do that. Pound Blaze. He didn't KO it. He spun it. Marineford's not bad. That's the Galdino. No block. I will Pentachromatic String. Being a Rested Dawn. We got some nice ramp going on. Come on. Yeah, I'll take the life. Keep my Garp up. So I can apply some pressure in. And a Mr. 2, not a fan of that. Well, we're going to start by activating the Sakazuki effect. Just to make sure I don't misplay on that. I want to get rid of the Buggy. So that's who we're going to target. Yeah, I don't feel like we need to do the whole Sengoku. Like, I could get out another Kuzan, which wouldn't be bad. I don't know. Do I want another Kuzan? I feel like I'm wanting another Kuzan. We'll just swing in. Okay, we take it. We can drop Sokka and Kuzan and take out our Garp. And we don't have a third target. Kuzan to gain 2 rested. Return 1 here in order to hit our Buggy there. And we got a 5k swing in that's fairly safe. Do the Sakazuki effect to gain 2 active. Puts us at 5, leaving 1 open. It's not terrible. Next turn, I Sakazuki again. I really don't have a great defense. I'll leave the 1 open rather than attach. Well, I can't suck. I want the Dawn -2. Like, he could do another Hancock, and that would be kind of scummy, but... Okay. It's unblockable, so there's nothing I can do about it. And we didn't pull out a counter. GG's. Yeah, that was tough. I mean, I don't know if we had much as an out. Let's say we survived that. He could have dropped it at our Hancock, which would have been a pain. I don't know. I really don't know what else I could have done. How much encounter? 1, 2, 3, 3K event. They probably would have prepped up. So 6, 7, 10, 13, 14 encounter have been kind of tough to look over. They would have been able to do 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. Yeah, I had a couple other bodies to go into, but I would have probably given up Porcelino. Yeah, that 9 demonic or 9 sword style Asura Dead Man's Game. Wow, that was a tough one to get through. Anyways, I thought that was a fine match. I don't think there was much I could have changed about that deck to get through. I'm honestly shocked that I did as well as I did, if I'm being honest. Okay. Not a fan of the Yamato. Going second is great because we want it and it punishes Yamato. Sengoku and Buddha Sengoku, the pudding's not terrible. Those good events that I mean, I can search for free admirals, but I can't really search for lightning. The lightning punishes pretty decently. Okay. Picked up a Sakazuki. Yeah, we'll just drop Buddha, Kobe, Borso, and I really don't like getting rid of free admirals, but I kind of want the pudding for my turn 2. We could take Sengoku, or we could take Kuzan, and we're in a fine enough of a place. So we got our free admirals right here off of our first turn. We have a decent turn 2, a decent turn 3. Our plan for turn 4. It's just a matter of surviving. Okay. Got those chains. Interesting. Interesting. I really don't want to give it because I know I need all the life I can keep. Yeah, they're gonna start hitting turn 5, or they'll hit 5 dawn, which means I narrowly avoid the. No, they can play the Yamato. Yamato's a 5 drop. Okay, they don't. I'll drop Sengoku as a block. Take it. Do run another lightning. I do like the lightning. You rested. Drop a pudding. Drop a Garp. Swinging with Kobe at Nami. Attach 1 and swing in 6 at Auto. We either rip a 2K. Yeah, see, we ripped Ground Death. I'd rather pull the Ground Death now than later. Okay. Take it. Marine forward's not bad. We'll drop Suru. I can drop Kobe and be fine. I was gonna have to let the Kobe go anyways. Here comes the free admirals. Do free. Don't want to KO. Like the lightning's not really in use there. We'll do pudding first. Orso. Who's on? Yeah, I don't want to give up the 5k, but I'd rather do that now than later. I will leave Gum Gum Lightning. Oh yeah, they'll play the Yamato when I KO it. So it's like easy bait, then I'm Lightning. I think that's good. Yeah, let's just swing in for Sengoku leader here. Regularly I get KO'd. Yeah. Game 2. Lightning. KO it. There, I like that. Now they could invest into the Nami and swing in, which I wouldn't be a fan of, but it just means that they are not using, they don't have anything else they can play. But I need to start pushing on life. So I'll just attach a Sengoku and swing in at 6 at lead. Yeah, cut those chains. See, what they could have done, I'm assuming they have a Yamato in play, but what they could have done is cut those chains as your 7 drop, play the Yamato that just went to trash the 6 drop, and swing in with that and go in with like your 8 drop unblockable or your 8 drop drawer. I don't know if I really want to pull up a blocker. I can live with a blocker. I think the Dawn minus I can live with. Okay. So it looks like they had a 6 drop in hand. Takes the high end Momo. Okay. Oh, they give up. Hit him with the GGs. Oh, they disconnected. Yeah, I mean, the Kinemon's not terrible. You have the Momo. Do you have a Shinobu in trash? Really? No. I don't see Shinobu in life. I don't know if I would have been able to win next turn. We would have picked up Borsalino. We took damage. I could have Kuzaned. Would have went to 6, I think. 7 with the ramp for the Sagazuki. I don't think it would have been in a bad place in that regard. I would have lightning to get rid of something. I could KO the blocker Momo if you managed to get that out. He had a 5 drop out. I don't know. I feel like they could have won it, but I don't think we were out for the count just yet. I don't feel like good with this. The pudding, I don't think made or break it. I want to keep trying it with the pudding. Okay. a Buddha, a Marineford, a Pudding, and a Rosinante. My searching options are not bad, but I don't have anything of what I need. Like this, I can live with a bit better. Yeah, let's pull Buddha. Having the Garp isn't terrible, especially since we could take Kuzan Borso right now. We'll just toss a Marineford. And in between a Kobe and a Marineford, well, this is Nami. I think the Nami plays some stuff that will rest it to give buffs, like the Fangirl. So I kind of feel more inclined to Kobe. Borso, Kuzan, Pudding, and Borso and a Marineford. I want Borso more than I want Kuzan. I'll put it that way. It's an end turn. I'm gonna set these guys up to the left, right? I'm thinking 8. Wow. Seen a lot of that. Okay, there's the Sakazuki. So we got our free. We're gonna drop Pudding, Rainford, grab a search. Like in between Sengoku and Garp. I kind of like both. Let's take free admirals. We'll set it up like that. Just way I have more 2K counter near the top. And because I have the Pudding, the Dawn minus effect to cycle something out is actually a lot better. So, like, I'd keep the Suru over to Borsalino. And now I'm not stressing out about actually using the Marineford. It's a very niche combo to utilize, but I do like it. Okay. What to do? Asaka's nice. I mean, I feel like we just go Garp. It's kind of scripted in what we want. Well, I don't want to. Oh. The -2 would go to a -1, pushing me at 9, which, after all things considered, leaves me with 3 open. I kind of want to get rid of this early presence of Nami. We got Lightning. He's going to be able to play 6k power or less, which is probably going to be another Nami. Get some information with the Robin. Yellow's just a terrible matchup to go into, regardless, whatever's going on. Okay. Young girl. That's what I was referring to. I thought that rested itself. I guess not. Whatever. So next turn we have the triple, and it's looking like we have another Sakazuki for turn after, which is pretty good. We got 2/2Ks in Suru, and we have 3 admirals as a defensive for the next turn. I'm feeling fine. He really doesn't have board presence. You know, he could drop the Robin. He could drop another Nami. That's going to deal me some damage. Stuff like that. But overall, I feel safe. We need to try and survive longer if possible. Like, the Robin sucks. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's really any questions, so we'll just... Oh, no, I can't swing in with Kobe. Two. Place to Kobe. Pudding first. Borsalino because it doesn't really matter. Kuzan. And then, see, we don't have to KO to Robin, but we give her minus 6k, so she'd only be a 2k body that can swing in, which is fairly safe. And that leaves us not really needing to do the Borsalino effect. And since we're at 5, we'll get our 2 next turn. We can go in 7. Feel fairly safe, all in all. I want to leave 1 up for free admirals. And I already used the pudding effect, so I'm not did the swing in there. So we'll just attack in at 6. I like yellow. You could Zeus or something like that. And at 6 there. Just see what happens, I guess. I mean, like, nothing much we can wait on. Oh, they gave up. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look for some information real quick. I'm scrolling through all my files. Okay. Yeah, that was good. I mean, did he have stuff that could potentially go through? Yeah. We had outs. I mean, next turn we would have Sakazuki'd. I forgot I could have done the to flip 2 over, which would have been a little safer. I need to be a little cautious on that. Free life and his free life wasn't bad. Stuff he had going was a little rough. Stuff. I mean, yellow's... I'll take the win. Yellow's a very tough deck to go into. So if I win against blue, yellow, Nami, I'm happy. Alright, hit him with the good luck, have fun. We want second. Been very lucky by getting the pick. Great hand, except that I don't have anything for turn 1 and 2. Can't really afford that. Double Sokka, Marine Ford, and free admirals. And they gave up. Okay. I'm going second. I don't want this. I didn't have the searching that I really desired. This I can manage. Okay. Let's drop in. Let's drop in Buddha. Kuzan, Sokka, and Borso I like. Move Kuzan to the top just because of cycling. And I'll toss a Garp. Drop a Kobe. Pick up our third Kuzan. Give our Garp. We don't really need a Psycho Sengoku, so I'm fine with that. Then turn. I like that. I like that a lot. We got Pudding for turn 2, which I'm kind of happy with. Okay. He's gonna be very hard to go into. I don't really need the Suru. I'd save the life right now. Arasaka's not bad. Let's drop the pudding. Patch one go in. Unfortunately, I don't have the field. I feel like if I have the pudding, I want to play whatever Marineford more than I want to play the Kobe. Okay. Drops a buggy. I can't really do anything. Pentachromatic's not terrible. I don't have my blocker that I could really utilize. I don't know. Because like I want to keep my pudding up. I'll go in for a life. I think the life's a little bit better. Oh shit, I got a view. Awesome. I don't know if you're currently watching, but hello if you are. Just there. Sorry if I'm not always speaking. I've got some paperwork I need to do in the meantime. I teach science at a small high school, and I have a foundational course coming up, which means that you break courses into 3 levels. They're typically foundational, which is low, on par, or the terminology. Copper, Gabon, 7K. I got nothing. I see what he did. I was wondering how he was able to attack. That's a cool combo. Triple Sakazuki, I'm quite happy with. But we'll... As much as I would like to attack with the Kobe into the top. 1, 2, 3. Take out Kobe. Yeah, I tend not to use the Kobe as much as I would want to use that with the pudding in play. Like, the Kobe's nice if I don't have something else building up the board, but I don't know. I just don't know. We'll do pudding first. Corso. Who's on? Dawn -1. Give my 6K to Scop. And then do Sakazuki effect just to not forget it at all. I can leave 1 open. Just attack 5 into Scop as a 1. He might block. No, he doesn't. And I'll attach one with Garp and swing in there. Yeah, I think those were the right plays. Right now we're at 8. The -2. We'll with Sakazuki. We'll go back to 7. We could drop a Sakazuki next turn, and if you know, KO'd, I live with that. I don't know. I feel like keeping it up wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we'll leave it up. We'll leave it up. We'll let the Garp go. If the Garp goes, I guess it's a free Sakazuki. If the Garp doesn't go, then I'm thinking maybe putting. Okay, the buggy's only on play. He drops a Scop. He could drop another Shanks to give it rush. I don't think that'd have been a bad play. Yeah, anyways, talking about 11? I could free Admirals and Pentachromatic. It'd be a lot of counter I'm giving up. Oh, I'm thinking let's just attach one to Garp and swing in. I don't have to worry about the blocker if the coup's on. Do I get rid of Pudding? I don't think it's a terrible play. Do I really need Pudding at this point? No, I think we're fine. I'll Dawn -1. I'll take care of Scopper. I don't know if I need to get rid of him. Because I could Gum Gum Lightning. We're at 7. To get the most efficiency, we'll Sakazuki at 2. There we go. We're at the 3 like how we wanted. 3 Admirals would be nice to keep as an offensive play. Let's just swing in 6. Or let's swing in 8. He's got a 2k counter out. Could be a little tough. Okay, drops a buggy, ramp buggy. Drops a Nekomamushi. I'm feeling like I want to let him have it. I don't know. I kind of don't want to give him a life, but also I need to make moves. Yeah, see, I didn't want to give him a card draw. We'll -2. And we're set up to swing again next turn. Yeah, so you could like break it down into honors, AP, and foundational. AP would be like not AP. I don't want advanced placement. The -3 to -2 is a little rough. The Rayleigh was a good play. Got rush. Can't really block safely for Selena. Can't strike really Scopper, Shanks, Buggy, but he can strike with Rayleigh and Roger. And those two. Oh, he can't rush? Right, he can't rush with Rayleigh. Actually, that's not bad. I might put that into my what is it called? PV deck. On block. No block. Do I want a pentachromatic? If I do pentachromatic, I leave myself open for 3 admirals. But I also have the Sakazuki I want to go through with. We'll just pentachromatic. If I think I can go for game, I should go for game. Oh, the -3 and the -2s until the end of the turn. Okay. Okay, I see you. I think then I want to get rid of Rayleigh. Let's just attack 7 with Garp. We'll see if he gives it up. He gives it up. I want to go for game. This is casual. We'll go for game. We have Sokka, Kuzan, and another Sokka here. Let's drop the Marineford. Search. I can on -1 here. 3 admirals. There we go. We'll toss the lightning. Drop another 3 admirals. Now we can swing in 7 at 7. So he takes it or he counters out. But I either rip a card or I rip a life. Now he's got a tank at 10. We won. GG's. Are they disconnected? Okay, they had a good hand. Which makes sense why they were kind of giving up life. They wanted to trap for Roger. And with the Divine Departure, you could have tossed Scopper and go to 10. But they couldn't survive. That makes sense. If it was 8Ks around the board, they could have done 1, they could have done 2, taken a life, and then be safe. But by pumping Sakazuki 10, with the rescue off of that Rayleigh, and then same thing with Kuzan, and then same thing with the Sakazuki, he had that. I thought that was good. That was a good match. Roger's a late game, but I'm a late game, so I just managed my late game better. So we'll quick join. Okay, a sea cave that wears through a cliff called a arch. Land. Called stacks. Assuming yeah, that's eroded with sediment. Waves build ridges of sand called offshore bars. Kobe, Marineford, playing against the Rush Luffy. Hit him with good luck, have fun. I prefer to go second with Rush Luffy. Uh, I don't know. Kobe, Kuzan, Garp, Marineford. I have some nice stuff going on. Okay. Drops the one drop Luffy. It's a top 3 searcher, and it is kind of a crux of the deck. Turn he'll be able to drop like a 2 drop and then we'll drop the Kobe. Can't take Pudding, but we can take Sakazuki. And I want free admirals on top. But Pentachromatic Screen. And then let's drop the Marineford. I'll take Borsalino. And just end turn. So I got Borsalino, Sakazuki, and Kuzan. 2 Garps means I don't have a great next turn. He drops a Bentham. He's swinging with 6. Forgot to take. Another Kobe's actually not terrible for this deck. Or the deck I'm fighting against. Free Admirals. We'll pick up the Kobe. Let's Buddha Sengoku. I kind of want Kobe and Sengoku just because I have the counter. We'll drop the Garp. And I'll just drop one more Kobe. The Sengoku. I don't mind taking Rosie. Put up Buddha Sengoku more. I would have liked the second Sakazuki for the turn after. But I like this. I like this. We got some counter options. We got some defense. We got some offense going. Free Admirals, Pentachromatic. Let's just attack at 6 at lead. They give it. Swinging at 7. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, they're not really wanting to. I'll take the Garp. I'll leave 2 for a Pentachromatic String to be open. Not my favorite play, but it's a play. I feel like he's gonna start pushing. Could have Rosied. Rosied wouldn't have been bad. Okay, drops the Hancock. It's not gonna let my Garp rest. Stands 2. I guess the first will allow the Hancock on curve. Drop the Pudding. Don't want to take the Galdino, but we have to take it. Yeah. We're not going to be able to attack in great. I mean, he played it properly. He played it properly. We're going to... And... Active rested. You rested. -1, Galdino. Rest 1 to gain 2. Again with Kobe. To the Galdino. The Galdino's dead. Like, you could counter out, but you need a lot. -1k, so a 2k and a 2k. He lets it go, so he's not gonna get the card draw off of that, which is kind of nice. 2 copies of Free Admirals plus a Pentachromatic. I'm gonna need some hardcore defense going in. We're at 7, so I don't mind doing the Porcelino block. Well, yeah, we'll give up Rosie. And turn -2 to give him blocker. And we're in a decent place. We're in a decent place. Five. No block. Give up to Kobe. He could drop like another Hancock. Hancock's unblockable. So, no block. We'll give up a free Admirals. Oh, shoot. It's a 9K. Okay, let's go to Navy headquarters. You know, interestingly enough, this works in a non-Luffy deck. Like, you can run the Impel Down engine in a different colored deck with, and that would work. Maybe Zoro might like that. I don't know. We'll just block with Porcelino. No block. We'll 2K Sengoku. Block. We'll 2K Suru. I want to keep that alive. No block. We'll free Admirals. That was a lot worse of a turn than I would have wanted. Let's 5 into Luffy. Sakazuki effect. Prawn trash. Honestly, wouldn't mind the Sakazuki. Swinging Garp at Bentham. And -6 on you. Full attack into you is an 8. An 8 at the Luffy. Counters out decently well. 8 at the Luffy again. I'll take the life and then. Yeah, I kind of want some more counter. Yeah, we don't need that. Because, like, we live this turn and then we kill next turn, or we die this turn and it doesn't matter. Yeah, rush Luffy. Oh, he's gonna be able to unstand him in some regard, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, there it goes. I've got 8. Now, if he... They'll unstand with the Luffy and then swing in. Yeah, that is it. I misplayed hard with that Hancock. I thought it was like a 7. I thought she was a 7-7, not a 7-9. So that's my bad. I was like, whoa. That was rough. I guess we'll schedule up another one. What's a split? Waves move towards the shore. Shore currents move along the shore. And shore currents build. Wave caused by wind. Since beaches are built by waves. Currents are built by waves. Shore currents. Which one did shore currents build this? But give it a couple more seconds for in. Okay, we're gonna refresh. I don't know. I kind of dig the deck so far. I'm waiting for more admirals in the future. Oh, okay. We'll just pick whatever's up first. All right, Lucy. We're gonna choose to go second. I know the Lucy. I think the Lucy like second. Holy shimoli, three Sakazuki's in the opening rip. We're gonna mulligan that. Two Sakazuki's, a Kuzan, and a Borsalino, and a Suru. Whoa. An insane hand right there. Another Kuzan. We'll Suru. Take Marine forward and drop a Kuzan, then we'll Marine forward. I'll take a Arp, and we'll move Lightning above the Buddha and then end turn. Holy schmoly. Okay, 6 into a 5. I'm gonna take that. What is with this draw set? Wow. Okay. We're gonna drop another Marine Ford here. I guess we're gonna take Rosinante. We'll drop Rosie, patch one, and swing it in turn. Okay. I don't know, it's gonna be a weird match. I don't think I've seen anything about it. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I don't want to. Next turn, he'll probably swing with the Bardo, so I don't mind dropping another Rosie. And I can and Garp and yeah, I don't really need Sengoku as much as I need Garp. If I don't have them in hand, then Sengoku, but I have them in hand, so Garp, just because I have a better hitter and I leave my 2K out. I'm not going to be able to swing, however. That's the issue. Yeah, I'm going to give up the blockers. He doesn't really have a rusher unless he's playing a modded version of the deck. Another Rebecca. Like he's searching. He is digging right now. Hardcore digging. In Minecraft, how much digging he's doing. Yeah, we'll give up the Rosie. Again, I don't want to give up the counters that easily. But, like, I don't see any reason not to. Torso first, who's on second, goes to arbitrary. Then we'll -1 to hit Bardo. Then we'll gain 2 active Dawn. Now, this Rebecca's the only one that can block. We'll just swing in through at Bardo. He gives to Rebecca. Either way is pretty valuable. Yeah, so he gives to Rebecca. We'll swing in and Goku into Bardo. It removes a decent body off the board. Oh. And that's not a once per turn. That's just like a permanent. I'm not a fan of that. You get 1k for every counter. I'll swing at 9. 9's a much better number than 8. Yeah, he takes it. We'll live, so I don't feel like I need to block her more so. I'll give up a Suru. What do you do? Fire Fist? Okay. Okay, so he got rid of my Kuzan, which I'm not a big fan of. There's no survivability going on for Garp, which I'm not a fan of. Sets up some blockers, which I think you can anticipate what I'm about to say. Not a fan of. Let's just swing in 6 with leader right now. Like he could block with some. Right, but I want to reinforce. Raw trash a Orso. I'd rather keep up the 2k counter. Osakazuki to gain 2. Rainfort to dig a little bit more. I don't mind Rosinante, but I feel like I'm gonna need the free admirals to try and like pierce through. Yeah, for that lineup. So we're at 8. We'll drop Sokka. -1. We'll go into the Sabo. With the 2 blockers, he's gonna be able to tank the hit. Which is the unfortunate part about it. Let's bring forward toss to Kobe. I can use this Sokka effect to gain whatever I lost. Be happy enough. A Borsalino. I can't swing in with Suru. I can swing in with Suru. I gotta have him eat up a 2K. No, he gives it up. He gives it up. How fascinating. And he's gonna be able to get rid of that. That's a pain. And he's playing Tesoro. And he's just too defensive for my offense to break through. I don't know, like at that point I would attach 2 and attach 2 and get the same effect. Can't attack with it, but yeah, we'll swing in 9. Because if he blocks with Sabo, he still has to invest. This is a tough match. He just has cards for this. I don't mind Pentachromatic. Maybe I should attach the Free to Suru so I could have gotten a hit. Oh well. Uh, yeah, it's fucked. I'm just gonna let him go for me. That was rough. I don't know what I could do to. don't know what I could do, and I don't know what I want to manage that matchup a little bit better. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a revision look. Okay. Kobe, if we take a look at what we got, what we want, what we're doing, Kobe, Suru, and Marineford are my first level search. We want that for our turn 1 as well as our turn 2. Turn 2, ideally we drop a Pudding or a Nante for some defense, but also we don't mind searching with Suru, Kobe, and Marineford even more, as well as Buddha Sengoku to pick up Kuzan, Sakazuki, and Borsalino. I don't think I touch them. I think I leave those at 4 ofs. The Garp and the Sengoku, I don't mind. Sengoku's a 2k, while Garp's a 1k, but he's the better hitter. I don't know what I could grab that fills in a niche that also completely wants. I think my low end searching is fine, and my high end offense good. It's my mid range defense that I really am not finding anything for. Being purple, we really don't affect cost or attack. So I don't know if there's like something that we could do as an on play or when attacking KO. But that's a Dawn Minus effect. I'm already losing out. But that's not terrible. Not for this deck, for the Hannibal deck with the John. I don't mind the Pudding. I think like I could cut out a Marineford and a Kobe and be happy. I don't really want to touch the Suru. Pentachromatic String, I'm not like 100% sold on. I'm kind of using it in place of Marmaragon just because Marmaragon's like $10. I don't mind investing into a deck, but I don't think this is like a deck to invest into. I like the Gum Gum Lightning for removal. Bless me, we're already so low on cards that I can't like do Gatling, Divine Departure. I think stunning with Lightning Dragon's not terrible. It's defensive. It works decently well in the theme of the deck. non-exclusive. It gives us a card draw right after, and I'm pretty sure it's decently cheap because it's not a super rare, it's just a rare. Yeah, we want like mid defense. Because I don't have like a fixed turn two. Turn two is like search, search, search. But if I have it, what else am I doing? Uh, yeah, I don't want a five drop, like a three or a four, and probably four. I've been lucky in getting a lot of going seconds. There's a chance I get it going first. So let me look at some free drops and see what vibes well enough. Starter deck 34. I can even look at that. Starter deck 26. That's interesting. Decent counter. Your net -1 in Dawn. But you get an active. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Doesn't look what I want. The chop, I'm not sold on. Usohachi, everyone loves it. Eh. I want this one. This card one's not bad. It doubles down what I'm getting from Marine Ford, so that's not terrible. Benevolent King of the Waves. Dash one, ramp one. I don't think that's great. Because like if I need to ramp on like turn two, if I'm even, I'm just waiting for my next turn and I'm searching for Sengoku or Garp. And if I'm odd, I just search for Sengoku and Garp. So I don't think that on play is great. I don't think that rest is great. I don't like trashing one. No counter. Best thing you got going for you is it's a free five. Uh, no, maybe. What's Ohm do? I can find him. Yeah, like I could run in theory a Vassals package, but I'm not really sold on that concept. Real top from your deck if it has a cost of two or less, add one for Dawn deck and rested. Not bad. It's not great. I think it actually worked decently well in Katakuri if you knew what's on top of your deck. It'll ramp. Add one from your Dawn, rest it. Your opponent gets an odd KO. Zero base power. I don't think that's terrible. Oh, what's this? Sorry, I'm messing around with the streaming feature. Okay, fascinating. Ignore that for now. I don't mind a Giolo. I'd probably take Gladius first. It's like KO declining, but in 2 turns, I'm popping off with the free admirals. I'm not crazy on that. Not crazy on Nekomamushi because I really don't have 8 or more Dawn at all times, where I can drop a free drop. That requires giving Dawn. We really don't give. If we do, it's an after effect. That needs Sanji as a leader. Every 5 events in the trash is not unreasonable in this. We get like 12 events so far, so we get hit 2. Carmen is a nothing. That's Katakuri reveal. This seems terrible. Parliament door. No. Leader's gotta be Don Quixote. Don Quixote leader. Mm-hmm. We go neutral because we had -1 and then +1. But we get a 5k body that could swing decent. Captain Kid. Leader specific. That's not terrible. We got 2k. But we don't. Yeah, I'm not terrible, but I'm not crazy. Black Maria, kind of like it. It'd be like late game rampy. I guess I could run in change of pudding. Oh, KO punish. I don't think it's crazy. Foxy Pirates search. Action. Foxy leader. Foxy leader. And smoke. Actually, that's not terrible. That Beppo. Because you are gonna have less in a majority of cases than your opponent. So giving -2k when you attack is not a bad feature. You kind of need to maximize by getting to your turn 4, but it's a decent body. I don't like the no counter on it. Art Pirate Search, Fearless Life, Rampant Dawn. I love this art for Frankie. Uh, Straw Hat. Honestly, it's not terrible. On opponent's attack, Dawn -1, KO one of your opponents, cost 2 or less characters. It's not where I'm really looking for that, but it's not the worst thing I've seen. Leader has to have Baroque. Leader has to have Baroque. Straw Hat Search. Impel down search. We run down in the deck. That's not terrible as a tech piece, but I'm not crazy on that. Roger Pirates. Stage. Roger Pirates. No, it's not terrible. Oh, for Impel down. It's a 2K cycler. I don't think that's garbage. Decent defense, but I don't like its 4 cost restriction, which is, you know, it's how it's balanced. The Beppo's not bad. The Chop. Your board has Dawn less than or equal to your opponent, who typically will. Add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck rested. If you're going first, who has more? You go first, you have 1, and your opponent has none. You go second, they have 1, you have 2. You go third. Pro and con. Pro and con. Pro, it does a lot better of a ramping job than Rosie. Con, 1k less power. Con, not searchable via Navy. But how often do I actually search Rosie? So that con really isn't a full-on con. And I'm never attacking with Rosie. It just leaves it susceptible to 0 case destruction. But I really haven't seen too much of that. I'm going to try it out with the Chop in place. Board has 8 or more Dawn. Draw 1, discard 1. Thin Smoke. Four more events. Blocker, event counter. Yeah, a lot of these tend just to be searchers. Yeah, I didn't find anything that I really, really liked. Like a 4-drop, I could look into a bit more, but I don't know. We'll just try this out, see what happens. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here. What about match we're going into? Is my Okay, I gotta see what's gonna happen. I just got a bit of delay. All right, we're going into teach. Yeah, 1 second. Marineford, Lightning, Garp, Borsellino, Chop. I'm gonna mulligan. Kobe, Pudding, Marineford. I don't mind Marineford turn 1 for a Pudding turn 2. I'll be able to Marineford Kobe. Then I can attach free, do the Marineford cycle. I feel like this is a decent enough of a hand as I can go with. That's up Doc Q. Not crazy on. KO's 1 cost or less, which gives me my 4th Kobe. That's an on KO. He's gonna have to retarget into that. Kuzan, Buddha. I'll take the Kuzan. Sakazuki. And turn. Yep, so next turn we'll Pudding. Then we'll Marineford. And drop a Kobe. But we'll drop the Kobe, then we'll. Okay, he's swinging in 7. We're just gonna have to take that. Yeah, being monocolored does help by having that free additional life, essentially. Like Sengoku. Let's just drop this before I forget. Let's drop the Kobe. You don't get a good pickup. I don't mind the Garp, and I don't mind the Free Admiral. I'm going to take the Garp. Just in case we manage to actually pull the Borsellino. Toss a Kobe. And swing in. And he'll toss something to go into Doc Q so he can KO the Kobe's. And that's perfectly fine. We're anticipating that. If he doesn't, leaves me with some board presence. I also got to take a life. You counter out. By the time you counter out, you might as well go to Doc Q. That way you actually draw, and you get some value off of that. Yeah. There goes Vasco's shot, but it's not counter. And there it goes to Doc Q. All right. And we're just going to end turn there. Yeah, I mean, like, Sengoku, I don't mind dropping if I don't have Borsellino by that point. A 5, no block, but we'll counter out with a Kobe. I can be happy with that. I don't like Burgess. Top deck Borsellino. Okay. So then that way I'm not inclined to use the Sengoku. Drop the Garp. Gain an active, gain arrested. We used a Marineford. I don't see any reason not to. See, like, there's the Sakazuki. I'm a big fan of that. I can drop the Sengoku and be happy. Because the value gained is a lot more than the value lost. And we'll just swing in 7. Now, next turn he's going to 7. 7 Dawn. So he can't drop Yellow Blackbeard. He can drop Shiryu. Here's a pink. So he's thinking, do I want to counter out? Or like, do I want to redirect? And he'll redirect into his Augur rather than his Burgess. Because he at least gets a card draw. He doesn't really get any value from it besides the card draw. That's fine. And next turn comes into free. Free goofballs. Okay, he full leads. Picks up all the feet. He's going to use that to get some draw. As much as I don't really want to get rid of Pudding, she's kind of served her purpose at this point. And so, like, I don't mind attacking with Pudding into Lafitte. So we're getting in 9. First gonna have to take. Double Sengoku, not bad at all. I don't know if I really want to take this. I don't really have any other options. Like, I take the damage, or I keep my hand healthy. I think I'll keep my hand healthy, or I'll keep my life healthy. Okay, we're gonna do the thing first. Pudding. Who's on? Corso. That's 1. And we're gonna give it to Burgess. Right, because now if he redirects, then he's dead regardless. Do to Sakazuki. And let's just attack in with Sengoku into Burgess. Like, if he redirects, that's awesome because that's a card rip from his hand. And he doesn't really have a rush, so I don't mind not using a block. But we're taking out Burgess this turn. He can't counter out. Like, you need 6k to counter out. Yeah, we'll go Pudding into Lafitte. Black Vortex to redirect. We're taking out Lafitte. I could have like attached one and been fine, but it's whatever. Okay, so he's on 9. He's gonna be able to do his 8-drop yellow secret rare Blackbeard, which will regen him a life. He can't do Zehahaha or a 10-drop Blackbeard. Yeah, there it is. He got 1 left over. He'll probably go 7. I don't really want to take it, but I don't mind taking a 6 to the face. I don't also mind using Marineford's effect to cycle out this Marineford. Okay, he goes for the Pudding, which I kind of anticipated, but I wasn't 100% sure he was gonna do. It's a 10k. Now I'm thinking, right? I'm gonna free Admirals. No, I'll Sakazuki. Then I'll rest this, return 1. The chop isn't terrible. I like it a little bit more than I like forward. But actually, I want, like, the block's not bad, but I actually do want the search. It's like, now I got another Sakazuki for next turn. Lightning wouldn't have been a terrible option either, but I couldn't search it because it only gets Navy. I leave 2 open for 2 copies of free Admirals. I'm fairly happy. Yeah, we'll swing in 5. He'll counter out, or he'll take the life. He takes it. I don't know what his... I guess no trigger. Swing in 7. Now we're at 10, so there's no reason not to do the Borsellino effect. And I kind of want to do it so I can bait a little bit more. Like, okay, you get rid of Borsellino, upsetting, but that's fine. Okay, trigger. He nulls that, gets rid of Garp. Makes sense. I don't know why he nulled it like that, but whatever. I'll swing in with Kuzan. Or Sakazuki, Kuzan, Borsellino. Now we'll go to end of turn. So we took all his life. Nice hand there, but we got 2 blocks. We got a Sakazuki as a nice defensive, offensive combo piece. I'm really happy with what we got. We're at end turn. We're at -2. Unstand him because at least we have a body. And arguably, we want to keep the Kuzan. Because I can swing in 18 with Kuzan and be happy. Now, Lafitte doesn't mean the 10 drop's not coming out. Because he's got Zehahaha. Yep, right there. There comes the 10 drop. He's going to null my leader, null the effects of one of my guys, and then make me take a life. Super nasty of an effect. He's going to null the ability to attack from one of my guys. I'm gonna message real quick. Okay. They wanted to cancel the match. I'm gonna accept because that's a nice thing. I'm gonna set them up for a rematch. I wanted to look, but like we had the match, which was kind of nice. I feel good that we do decently well into oh, they disconnected. That we do well into Black Yellow Teach, because that's like one of the scariest decks going forward. Mountain making blanks the Earth's crust. Okay. Top parts of folds are called anticlines. Well, the bottom parts are synclines. Good luck. Have fun. We're going to choose to go second. Super luck with that. It throws them off hardcore if we go second as well. So it's very nice in that matchup for us. Garp, Kuzan, Suru, and Marineford seems decent enough, but I'm really not happy with this. See, I'll take the Mulligan. I'll take the Kobe and the Buddha. Garp and Sengoku, and Sakazuki's like the #1 you want. I take Borsellino as your #2 with certain exceptions. Like if you're playing against a blocker heavy deck, like Lucy or the Teach, you want the Kuzan a little more than you want the Borsellino. Yeah, let's just drop the Kobe. See what we pick up. So like, see, I want the Kuzan a little bit more than I want the Borsalino, and we have 2 Kuzans here, which means it's less likely for us to hit a Kuzan later on. Set the Borsalino on top and Kuzan towards the bottom. So that's just a smarter play. We're gonna Buddha Sengoku. Another Kuzan. I guess we have to take Buddha Sengoku and the Kuzan. It's our only valid targets. And we'll trash the Kuzan. Just end turn. I don't mind having the Sengoku if I can't get the Borsalino by turn 3. But we have Buddha Sengoku. And we can attach Shuri to Kobe and swing in, which I don't think is a bad option at all. Now what we'll do is we'll attach Shuri to Kobe and swing into Lafitte. I want the Lafitte gone. Okay. Maybe 5. That's decent. One thing I kind of like with the Teach is a 7 Warlords type character, which does technically make him eligible for the Boa Hancock super rare. I'm a fan of that. We're gonna take this. The pudding. I like the pudding. Pudding is pretty nice. We're gonna start with Buddha Sengoku. We see a Borsalino. We see a Buddha Sengoku. We're gonna take that. We're gonna leave it like that. And then we're gonna toss Buddha Sengoku. We have our pools. We're in a fine enough of position. While I'd like a Sakazuki next turn, my turns are kind of picked out. I could technically combo off of like the Garp, but eh. Like, okay, I'm gonna swing into Lafitte right here. He's probably gonna redirect, go into Doc Q, get himself a card draw, and then KO to Kobe. He could also just counter out, but by that effect. No, he lets it go. He lets it go. Fascinating. We're gonna drop Pudding. I like the Pudding. I think I'm gonna look at putting the Pudding in my IRL deck. And I definitely feel a lot more comfortable with the deck, having gotten some experience. I dropped the paper. Give me one sec. Yeah, we're gonna let the Kobe go. Katarina Devon's not terrible. Oh, it's my turn. Whoa, I'm sorry. I apologize. We got the Borsalino, so I feel like the Garp is the better play. And I kind of don't mind a Buddha Sengoku if I can manage to pull up the Sakazuki. But I can also KO the Katarina Devon right now. Or I could wait till his next turn. Okay, we don't pick up anything crazy. Let's pick up Sengoku and a Marine Ford. Let's toss a 3 Admirals. Marine Ford. Pick up a Kobe. And then Marine Ford, Return of Dawn. Pick up a Sakazuki. There we go. We'll toss to Kobe. And then putting to gain 1 more. Bring in 5. He takes it. I like that. I kind of don't like it because it's a tell that he's got something. That's a full lead. Here comes the Shiryu. Shiryu is the one I want to work on getting rid of. Uh, 5? We'll send Goku here. Let's go Fruit. Doesn't attack the Devon. That's a Black Vortex. Saka, Kuzan, Borsalino. Putting up first. Borsalino up next. Kuzan next. -1. Shiryu. Then Sakazuki gain 2. Then Lightning, get rid of Devon. And we're left with 6, which is still a decent amount to get to the next turn. We go to 8, and then we ramp to 10 with 9 playable. We'll swing in 5. But now he can't block in, or he can't discard to block by going into Shiryu. Shiryu's too weak. And I was a little worried about Devon by having AKs on the field. So I feel like this was the play. Doesn't do the trigger. And we'll do the teach. Okay, goes into Q, get a draw. Doesn't really KO anything because they don't have any targets. Do I need pudding? I really don't need pudding. It's going to be a higher value target by going into her. So by attack, because I don't need her, I'm looking towards getting the game cleared up in like next turn. If we realistically think about what's going on, she's higher value by getting some pressure or some card draw. She's higher value by being a target to hit rather than by face being hit. And her higher goal is going to be getting removed off the board. Now, if I got her, I'll use Marine Ford for it. So he does something with Teach. I think he added something from hand, so it doesn't reveal. Yeah. Yeah, first thing we're gonna do is Sakatsuki gain 2 active. Do I want to hit Teach or do I want to hit Shoot? He could technically invest with the Teach. But the Shiryu, it's really lost the point of investing. So I'm thinking let's just drop Sakazuki. -1, and we're just gonna hit the Shiryu. He's less likely to go into it. He might toss one to go into each right here. He could also 2k counter out. I don't mind Marine Ford. Maybe I could dig for something a little bit better. Augur is give -3k to someone. The Sakazuki, I mean, I could swing in. It applies a little bit of pressure. He's got to invest a resource. Yeah, let's just attack in with like Sengoku. Here's what I'm thinking. He might be saving it for his last one. So if that's the case, we'll attack him with Borsalino and not the Kuzan. Because he's got a free prevention by just tossing a card. That's kind of hard to want to do. Okay, potential trigger. Yeah, we'll swing in with Borsalino. He redirects or he doesn't redirect. So there's the trigger right there. Probably redirect into Teach. No Augur to prevent Kuzan from swinging in. She's still able to do so. Let's Marine Ford. Toss one. I don't mind Borsalino. It's a better option for my next turn. We'll toss Kobe. Gain 2 active. Can swing in with 8. Really? Okay, he's gonna KO to Garp. And he takes out the ability to block with Borsalino, which is smart. Very smart. Okay. Not crazy on the Kuzan. We'll invest my counters into that. He's either gonna invest heavy. We'll take that one. He's got like zeh ha ha ha. No, he just raw drops the Blackbeard. He nullifies the leader effect, which I think was the wrong move. He should have nullified Kuzan. Kuzan's gonna be able to prevent blocking. Hits attack and nullifies the effect. So he I see, I see, I see. It is a good play from him. I think that I kind of just have to go in. Give the Sokka, Borso, and then another Sokka. Or Marineford. Nah. Let's go in 12 with Sakazuki. He's got the toss. He's got the toss to redirect, which he doesn't have anything great. Yeah, he can't really hit anything because I don't have a 6 cost or less. Going 12 with Sakazuki. He blocks, lets it go. We'll go in and with Borsalino, and then I left 7 up with Sengoku. And a GG's. Yeah, I think the 10 drop or the 8 drop Blackbeard would have been pretty nice. I feel good. I feel happy with this deck so far. But the chop I haven't used. I think we're just gonna go back to Rosinante just because I have him. But yeah, I think it's gonna be doing it for me today. I've got some work I need to get done. I've went for about 2.5 hours, and it's saying that I've only had one view for 6 seconds. So hopefully I pick up some more views in the future. But there for today. Comments, please let me know. Love some feedback. Anyways, bye bye.